On the 23rd of January 2026, Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, was almost killed by his previous best friend. Something that is going to shock you. The government of Burkina Faso has officially identified the one who was behind this coup attempt that failed thoroughly. On our today's episode, that is what I'm going to unveil to you, where the best friend of Ibrahim Traore almost killed him in a serious attack that failed thoroughly. Who is this person? And he was the president of Burkina Faso for only 8 months. That started on 3rd January and ended on September. It started on 3rd January 2022 and ended on September 8th, 2022. That means that he served for only 8 months. But investigations are still going on. I'm going to unveil to you the official that were behind Ibrahim Traore. And this known as Paul Henry Sandogo Damiba, the person that was behind the coup attempt that almost killed Ibrahim Traore. On our today's episode, I'm going to unveil to you the dark secret of Paul Henry Damiba and who is the person that funded Paul Henry Damiba so that he can kill Ibrahim Traore. This is going to shock you. As you always say, we are going to unveil the head of state that wants Africans not to be united. After doing our research, after getting a lot of information, I'm going to inform you, I'm going to unveil to you who sent Paul Henry Damiba so that he can kill Ibrahim Traore. Something that is going to shock you. And the person that sent Paul Henry Damiba has been also a close friend of Ibrahim Traore. Does it mean whatever that happened in Venezuela, it's something that is going to happen in Burkina Faso? Stay tuned because that is what I'm going to unveil to you today. Hello guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks so much for the love. God bless you. God bless you. If you are new here, kindly subscribe and click the notification button for you to never ever miss any episode that we post here in our channel, because we always focus on whatever that is trending in the world of internet. As we always say, we are Africans and Africa will remain to be our business. Our main objective is to make sure that Africans are united, Africans are working together, and Africans are supporting one another. If we Africans are united, there is nothing that the head of state in those superior nations are going to do for us. Whatever that is currently happening here in Africa is because that Africans are not united. Africans are not working together. The enemy of Africa is an African. Africans, this is the time that we need to stand up. Whatever that happened on the 3rd of January 2026, where a coup attempt towards Ibrahim Traore failed thoroughly. This is the 7th coup attempt that happens to Ibrahim Traore. That is something that has shocked the whole world. Paul Henry Damiba, who was a very close friend of Ibrahim Traore. Ibrahim Traore was the one that made Paul Henry Damiba to become the president of Burkina Faso in the year 2022 January. But I'm going to unveil to you where the disunity between Ibrahim Traore and Damiba started. Damiba served as the president of Burkina Faso for only 8 months. He was appointed after the person who was the president of Burkina Faso, that time known as Christian Roch Kobore, used to do things that are very bad, used to be the puppet of the West. That is the time that Paul Henry Damiba was the head of internal security after being appointed by Kabore. That time, things weren't good in Burkina Faso because this president used to be a puppet, used to do something because of the West. That is the time that Ibrahim Traore saw the things that were not going nicely, things were not good. That is when they came out and decided to plan a coup to remove Roch Kobore into power, something that went ahead nicely. Everyone had hoped that Damiba was going to bring good things in Burkina Faso, but it was wrong. After 8 months of serving as the interim president after removing Christian Roch Kobore, people knew that things were going to be normal. That is the time that Ibrahim Traore, together with people that were close to him, saw that this person wasn't doing things according to the plan on how they used to do it. The first reason is because of killed soldiers. Soldiers were being killed left, right, and center. That is the first mistake that Damiba did. The second reason is because of the Cobra brutality condition. There was a group known as the Cobra. Cobra used to deal with the terrorist attack that has been happening in Burkina Faso. Something that people saw that it wasn't happening nicely. They planned on a way that they wanted to remove Damiba out of power because of Cobra squad were being killed left, right, and center. The other thing is because of the Jimbo disaster. The Jimbo had been taken over by the jihadist group. The other thing is because of the France factor. That is the main thing that Ibrahim Traore saw that Damiba wasn't doing things according to the plan. Damiba was working with the puppet of the West. Something that they removed Roch Kabore because of being the biggest puppet. It's very shocking that Damiba was being elected as interim president in Burkina Faso, but he used to work with the French colony taking over Burkina Faso. The last thing is because of political isolation. Damiba became a disaster. Damiba used to be attacking innocent Burkinabe that weren't supporting him. That is what Ibrahim Traore said, that they must bring Damiba down. Something that happened on 2nd September 2022, where all the military said that they were going to elect Ibrahim Traore into power. And it made Damiba to retire as the president, stepping down for Ibrahim Traore, and he decided to elope to Togo. Ibrahim Traore said that he was planning to kill Paul Henry Damiba because of being his friend. He just enabled him, he just told him that he should elope to Togo. Right now, as you are talking, this is a coup attempt that has been planned for so long, starting from the year 2022 to the year 2026. It was a plan that Paul Henry Damiba was working with the president of ECOWAS, Julius Maada Bio, because there was still some military officials that I'm going to unveil to you that have officially been arrested. These were people that wanted Ibrahim Traore to be removed out of power. The first one is known as Yabur Kobar. That is the first person. The second one is known as Kitan Kasike. The third one is known as Panstin Kaliso. Those were the internal official that wanted to bring Ibrahim Traore down after being supported by Paul Henry Damiba. As you are talking right now, is that the news that is reaching our desk is that Paul Henry Damiba has officially been arrested by the president of Burkina Faso and is behind bars after planning a coup attempt on January 3rd, 2026, so that he can remove Ibrahim Traore out of power. Someone that was a close friend of Ibrahim Traore, someone that has been working for so long with Ibrahim Traore, had planned to kill Ibrahim Traore and take over as the president of Burkina Faso after serving for only 8 months. Something that made the Burkinabe to be very angry. On today's episode, I just wanted to tell you that the enemy of Ibrahim Traore has been his close friend known as Paul Henry Sandogo Damiba, who wanted to kill Ibrahim Traore. You have been seeing that this is something that has not been happening only in Africa. In Venezuela, we saw that the police, the bodyguard of Maduro, was the one that betrayed the Venezuelan president, who was arrested by a super power. So it is time for Traore to be very, very careful with those people that are close to him, because they are the people that might bring the president of Burkina Faso down. That is the news that is reaching our desk, that Paul Henry Sandaogo Damiba was the one that planned the coup attempt towards Ibrahim Traore that foiled thoroughly. Most of the head of state were happy to hear that the Ibrahim Traore was going to be brought down. But whatever they don't know is that most of the Africans are behind Ibrahim Traore. It is time for Traore to be very careful. It is time for Traore to be very vigilant with those people that surrounds him, because those are the people that wants to bring him down. If you are new here, kindly subscribe, click the notification button for you to never ever miss any episode that we post here in our channel, because we always focus on whatever that is trending in the world of internet. Road is to 100,000 subscribers. With your support, with your love, I know that we are going to reach 100,000 subscribers. Keep on subscribing, keep on liking our content, keep on sharing our content so that you can reach where we spread this gospel about African unity. As we always say, we are Africans, and Africa will remain to be our business. Until next time, we always say game over. God bless you all.